Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om. Namaste. I have received one question several times, and recently again we have received a question from Mr. Ravi Shekharji. How to get rid of very old incidences or thoughts which has no relevance at present times. But when these thoughts comes, when I'm idle, it disturbs me. Any simple technique to help me not to allow such thoughts to come? Ravi Shankarji, this is not only happening with you, but happening with most of people. Well, we have witnessed traffic of thoughts troubling us on several occasions. That is the reason the basic definition of yoga is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. We call it yogash chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta ki vrittiyon ka nirodha hi yoga hai. Generally, people think that yoga is a subject of body or body is the subject of yoga. True, because yoga touches all the levels of human life. But the exact subject is chitta, our mind. Once we know how to control our mind, we can control not only our body, but also a lot of other things. इसीलिए कहा गया जिसने स्वयं को जीत लिया, समझिए उसने विश्व को जीत लिया. The one who can win himself can win anything. All these thoughts which we want to get rid of, they repeatedly come back and trouble us. And you have mentioned the answer in your own question. You have mentioned these thoughts disturb me when I am in an idle state. That means when I am not doing anything. So the answer is simple. There are two ways. One, we think that to remove anything, we just need to cut that thing off from our life. But the truth is, more you want or more you wish or more you try to ignore a thought, more it will come to you. I wrote few lines several years back. जितना तुम्हें भुलाना चाहती, उतना और करीब आ जाती. It is just simply like you sitting in a posture and thinking, I don't have to think anything, I don't have to think anything, I don't have to think anything. More and more you think that you don't have to think anything, more and more you're inviting the same thought. If I'm thinking, I don't have to think about Krishna, I don't have to think about Krishna, I don't have to think about Krishna, but repeatedly I am thinking about Krishna. Same way, जितना तुम्हें भुलाना चाहती, उतना और करीब आ जाती. More and more you try to ignore a thought, more and more it will come back and disturb you. So what is the solution of this problem? The only solution is to divert your energy to something better, to divert your thoughts to something better. As I always say, generally in books you would read meditation is a state of no thought. But I always say it is not a state of no thought, it is a state going beyond the thoughts. Because until and unless there is no, until and unless you're thinking that I don't have to think of anything, you are still thinking of something. So the only way, to me, as per my experience, the real definition of meditation is going beyond the thoughts. Same way, to get rid of any unwanted thought, the only way is to keep your mind occupied. Now, how to do that? The easiest way, the easiest practice, as you asked me, what is the easiest simple yogic practice to do that? The simple yogic practice to control your mind, to get rid of these unwanted thoughts is jap. When you're free, when your mind is free, when you are at a state you are not doing anything, give your mind a jap. And what can be better than a Gayatri jap? There are a lot of questions asked by a lot of our sadhaks and also a lot of our viewers that can we do mantra chanting without a guru? Yes. Gayatri mantra is the easiest mantra, which is for the benefit of entire humanity. So we all can chant Gayatri mantra. Then there are different stages of japa. The first is you do the jap with your tongue. Om bhurbhuvah swaha tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. You do it orally, you do it with the sound. Because at the initial level, our mind is not that much controlled that we do the manasik jap. So it is recommended that you do the verbal, the oral jap with sound, with volume, with voice. Then the second stage is do the manah jap. Do it inside you. Man se jap karna. Vani se na kar karke. Whatever stage you are at the journey of meditation, at the journey of sadhana, you can always follow the path of jap, because that is something which helps us in getting rid of all the unwanted thoughts, whether they are thoughts that give you pain, or whether they are thoughts that give you sorrow, or whether they are thoughts that give you happiness. Traffic of thought is something that distracts you from your present life. Because life exists in this very moment. If you are indulged in thinking about something related to your past, or you are, thinking about your past brings stress, and thinking about your future brings anxiety. So if you really want to get rid of stress and anxiety, the only way is to live in your present. And the best way to live in your present is don't allow your mind to run towards past or towards future. And how to do that? You can do this with mantra jap. So whenever you are free, try chanting your mantra. And then I have narrated a beautiful story of a bicycle so many times in a lot of my discourses, and on every Wednesday our team put those discourses, the discourses which were done earlier, because right now we are not going anywhere, we all are in lockdown, but then they put those earlier discourses recorded earlier for the benefit of our viewers as well. But especially this episode, I saw your message, I saw your question, my team showed it to me, and I thought that everyone should get benefit by the answer of this question. So here is the answer. You must practice chanting of Om, which is very, very important. And whenever you're free, make sure that you occupy yourself, you occupy your mind with mantra jap, which is the best way to get rid of unwanted thoughts.